let's get started. First slide there, Rob. We're going to talk to you about some exclusive and proprietary products, technology, science, and manufacturing. A truly one-of-a-kind product and a truly one-of-a-kind opportunity. And I know for some people that are watching this, if you're watching this live, if you're watching this on a replay, you may think that sounds like a broken record, because we all hear that. When people approach us with something, oh my gosh, you got it, and sometimes they overhype it. I'm not going to try to overhype this, but you need to take a close look. Some people think they know, but they don't really know until you really do take a close look at just how proprietary and exclusive and one of a kind this product and this technology truly is. You owe it to yourself to take 15 minutes. That's probably all it'll take you, 15 minutes, and peel back the onion, take a deeper dive, and kind of dot the I's and cross the T's. And we hope to do that with you right now. Next slide. If you're a business builder and you're out here in the marketplace and you're trying to create residual income, these guys right here are not necessarily your friend. Now, you may be a customer just like I am, and you may buy stuff on here. But let me ask you a question. If your company was selling, let's just say, weight loss shakes, there's a lot of companies that sell weight loss shakes, but let's just say you're selling weight loss shakes. And your customers and your downline and your potential downline Google your weight loss shake. And lo and behold, your weight loss shake appears on all these websites and many others. Not only does it appear there, sometimes it's cheaper. Let me ask you a question. Is that going to help you build your business? Probably not. Suppose you're selling a skincare product. Suppose you Google it. What if it appears in these places? Does that help us? Does that help you? Does that help me? Does that help us build our business? Or potentially, let me ask you this question. Do you think that there might be a chance that you could possibly lose a customer, lose some members, they could lose some customers because they love the shake, they love the skincare, they love the CBD oil, they love whatever it is, but they're actually getting it from some other place because it's cheaper. Do you think that that might just be possible? I think it's probably possible. So these guys right here, when you're building a business and you're trying to create the residual with a base product in the marketplace, these guys are your enemies. They're not your friends. Because when those products channel out there, it just takes the wind out of your sails. Who wants to get a phone call from their friend or family and say, hey, bro, I love you, but I found the coffee for 15% cheaper on this site. Come on. I mean, if we're sitting here and we're trying to build credibility, we're trying to build the business, that's not a conversation that any of us are looking forward to have. As a matter of fact, it's kind of like the wind right out of our sails. Next slide.
For decades, everyone's been telling us what nutritional supplements our bodies need. Throughout generations, our DNA has already known. And today, one company takes human history into the 21st century. Because every body is unique. And your DNA is the authority on your body's nutritional needs. Introducing Uforia, a nutritional supplement unique to every one of us because it's custom designed for each of us based on our DNA. No more guessing. No more risking deficiency or toxicity. No more wasting money. Just 100% you. Customized design. Delivered to your door. And affordable. Your parents gave you your DNA. But this isn't your parents' nutrition. This is your own designer nutrition. This is your nutrition. Uforia. Being you never felt better.
I love that video. I can watch that video 20 times in a day and never get tired. In fact, I get goosebumps every time I see it, because what I'm watching and what you're seeing and what we're part of is a paradigm shift. It's the game changer for health and wellness, beauty and skincare products. Personalization is now available. So I want you to check out this slide. And I want to ask you a question. Suppose someone right now today was pitching a business opportunity and they were trying to convince you to spend your time, spend your money, and open up like a video store. You're going to have CDs, DVDs, whatever, and sell some popcorn and some, accessory products in there, maybe some phone cords, etc. But your main purpose was to actually rent videos. How many of you right now on this call would sign up on that plan, thinking that that's actually a good business model, you can make some good money there, and that's got the future? Or how many of you would say, you got to be kidding me, that's outdated? Like there's no way you'd starve. That's how I would feel. Like there's no way. I think I would starve. Let me point you in another direction. Vinyl records, cassette tapes, CDs. If somebody tried to pitch you right now and say, man, if you could get yourself a store, some good locations across the country, spend all your money, spend your time marketing and advertising, getting yourself started, here's some products that you could put on the street. How many people think that would be worth a conversation? Or you'd laugh. Now I want to show you the bottom right corner. That right there is about to turn into that Blockbuster video, those vinyl records, and those cassette tapes. Anybody that approaches us today and has the next bottle or pill of anything is outdated. To spend my time or your time, your money, your effort to go try and talk about some berry bark, seaweed, Orac score, mushroom, or whatever it is, and try and go build this whole platform, this whole company around this magical, whatever it is if you just watch that video in less than 3 minutes, you'd feel the same way about that as you would the vinyl records, the Blockbuster video, or several other things we could actually put on this slide. Next slide. Intellectual software. What you're seeing, what you heard about, what you're watching right now is 20 plus years of scientific research, patents, studies, manufacturing processes, and just a whole lot. This is 20 plus years to get to what you're seeing right here today. This was not a 6-month project or a 3-year to put it together. This was 20 plus years. So I want you to think about that for a second. 20 plus years in the making. Most companies that come out, especially in the direct sales space, most companies that come out with a product, I'm 50 years old and I haven't seen anybody even remotely close to like 20 years to get it into the marketplace, to get it where it is right now. This product is totally made for you with over 400 million different possible formulations. 400 million different possible formulations. Next slide. What you're seeing right now is the beginning of the end of blind nutrition, my friends. So remember the slide of the Blockbuster video. Just think for a second. What if? I want you to be a what if. What if Blockbuster was pretty big? I mean, they had stores all around. What if somebody like GNC, you probably heard of that, or the Vitamin Shop. What if customized nutrition becomes available? People no longer need to guess what it is that they need. People don't need to buy the wrong dose, the wrong amount. They don't need to overspend or overpay. They don't need to turn on TV and be pitched by a celebrity or an athlete. They don't need to talk to a distributor that works for a company that's going to convince them that they have the best product on the planet and that's what they should take, or talk to another company and then swear that they should take that product. What if in the near future, customers didn't need to guess anymore and they were sick and tired of being pitched and they just decided that there's no two of us alike and that there's one thing that's not going to lie to me and it's also going to tell me exactly what it is that I need. And I can simply swab my cheek and send it in. And then there's a manufacturing process and a system and technology that would custom blend my formula and send it right to my doorstep within days of being made. Now I ask you a question. What could possibly happen to a business that's in the one-size-fits-all world? That's an interesting question. It's interesting what could happen to a business like that, because they could become obsolete. Imagine selling those records and somebody tapped you on the shoulder back in the day and showed you a handheld device that would play thousands of songs totally digital. You may not have something good to say about that because you feel like you could become obsolete. You feel like you might wind up out of business. You feel kind of threatened. You feel like, I'm not sure I know how to monetize that digital thing that he just now showed me. You feel a little bit fearful of the way, the direction that's actually going. So I share that with you because you're at the very, very forefront of this. So expect people to doubt, expect people to naysay, expect people to be fearful because of what they have is about to become obsolete. So when we say you're at the beginning of the end of blind nutrition, we truly mean that. Meaning that whether we choose to participate or we choose to sit back and watch, this will happen with or without us because it's much bigger than any one or two people or one company. It's just a better solution for the customers. For a consumer, this is a better mousetrap. That's exactly why it'll evolve. No sales pitch, no hype, no smoke and mirrors, just simply a better solution. In fact, it takes the sales pitch out of the equation. It takes the overhyping of an ingredient or a product or a juice or whatever out of the equation. And it just becomes a better solution. Think about that for a second. They didn't need to convince you that Uber was a better way. You just did it one time and it was a better experience and people shared it with others. And in a short amount of time, Uber was able to penetrate a huge chunk of the transportation marketplace in major cities around the world. Why? They didn't go out and say, oh, we're so much better than the taxi cab. Oh, our cars are cleaner. Oh, they just did it. They just gave a better experience and people shared it. Guys, that's what you have right here. That's what you are seeing. If you're a guest, that's what you're sitting in front of right here. It's going to transition into the marketplace, and in a short amount of time, these people are already there consuming these products. They're just going to simply make a switch to something that's made for them. Doesn't it make sense to be able to monetize that? Because we're going to show you right now how you cannot become obsolete and go out of business. We're going to show you how you can play ball here and how you can monetize this personalization wave or transition or disruptive technology and become part of it. That's what we're going to show you. Next slide. World-class lab. Our labs are HIPAA compliant and CLIA certified. By saying that, that's the two biggest things. People ask, what's going to happen to my DNA? HIPAA compliant, CLIA certified. That's basically all we have to say about the lab, because that's the high standards that you can have. The Nutritionator, the one and only. Here you go. Proprietary and exclusive, the one and only. Nobody else in the world has one of these, because we couldn't pick up the phone and order one for ourselves. Actually, it took over 2 years to make this machine. You're seeing a glimpse of it. This was designed, engineered, and built specifically for us to do what we do, to make over 400 million different possible formulations, fully automated, 3,400 orders fulfilled in an 8-hour shift. It blends it, it labels it, it produces it, boom, out the door. One of a kind. This machine doesn't exist anywhere else. Right in Dallas, Texas is where this is running, totally proprietary. Next slide. 18 actionable genes. These are the genes right now that we test. We test 18 genes that are critical to the way we're all going to age. If somebody has a better athletic ability than someone else, it's genetics. If someone's second toe is bigger than the first, it's genetics. If somebody has a full head of hair, somebody's bald, it's genetics. There's a lot of genetics. There's a lot of things that your genes are responsible for. Whether you had a ponytail or a bald head, it's not going to necessarily have a significant impact in the way you age in health-wise. Whether your second toe is shorter or bigger, it's not going to have a profound impact. But your actual cardiovascular health will. These genes that we actually test, your vitamin D receptor, oxidative stress, etc., these are going to play a key role in the way all of us are going to age. And these are genes that we can change the expression. These are genes that with certain ingredients and certain formulations and certain dosages, we can actually change the expression of the gene. We can affect the biochemical pattern. And that's what makes it work. So these are all actionable genes. Next slide. Hot ingredients. Personally, I'm not an ingredient person. I don't go around looking and reading on all the different things, and I never allow myself to get pitched because I never remember half the stuff anyway. It was always intimidating for me. Always intimidating for me, just looking at different ingredients. Now we have about 100 different ingredients that are plant-based, whole food, minimum of 2 peer-reviewed studies, and we're going to show you some. Next slide. These right here are some of the ingredients that are in our product. Some companies have came out, mangosteen. I believe there was a mango juice. It's just one product. Acai, there was a company that sold a juice that became a $1 billion company with the acai berry, selling the acai juice. That was the ingredient, the acai berry, the acai juice. And that juice is still sold today. It's about $44 or $46 for a bottle of it. Still sold right now today. Has many, many people, obviously, that drink it and use it. One ingredient. We have almost 100 different ingredients. But what's more important is which one of those ingredients do you need and how much of that ingredient do you need? Because we're all different. So if I need one of these ingredients and you need it, you may need more than me, you may need less than me, and it's going to show on your DNA assessment exactly down to the milligram of what it is that you need and how much you need. That just blows people away by itself, just the actual assessment and reading it and knowing exactly what's in their formula. Next slide. Immunetics. The ignorant may ask, what will this product do for me? Oftentimes you hear that. You'll hear people talk about their berry, you'll hear people talk about their juice, you'll hear people talk about their coffee, their tea, whatever it is. You'll hear people talk about it, tell you all these things, and they ramble off a list of things that almost cures, almost jeopardizing the company when it comes to the compliance issues, that are out there. And that's what the ignorant will ask. What will the product do for me? Well, the wise will anticipate what their body will do when it gets what it's supposed to have. I had a conversation today with somebody that's into health and fitness and personal training. And, right on the phone, she said, the body's designed, engineered, to cure itself. It's just supposed to have what it's supposed to have. And that's why I'm so excited about this, she said, because this is like for the first time knowing exactly what you are supposed to have. And that's exciting. She's like, it's also exciting that it's new. It's also exciting you can't get it anywhere else. And we had this phone call, and I was like, and that's exactly why it's so great to talk to people like you, because you get it. And you're going to talk to somebody else that just gets it. We're not interested in talking to the people right now that you got to twist their arm or beat them over the head and convince them that this is a better way. It either makes sense or they're like a deer in headlights. And if they're like a deer in headlights, God bless them. But we don't have the time to sit here and convince them because there's just too many other people to share this with right now. So with Uforia, Uforia gives your body a voice. Next slide. The career opportunity couldn't be a better time. It really couldn't be a better time. If you look at any company, you can pick a company. If they're going to be a company that's going to be a legacy company, that's going to be around for a while, company that's going to be around 20 years later, 30 years later. And there's companies out there like that. When do you think, as far as building the business, building a true residual income, introducing this to the marketplace, bringing in top leaders and people that would love to have the opportunity to be at the forefront? Do you think it's easier to do that when the company's 5 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old? Or in the very beginning? In the very beginning, when you go out and talk to 10 people, maybe, just maybe in your city, all 10 people never heard of it before. What happens if you walk out and talk to 10 people and 5 of them heard of it?